Mark Coleman unfortunately had to return to the hospital. This was posted to Mark's Facebook page. It says, "Daily update, Kenzie here. Hi everyone, it's been a whirlwind of a week. Yesterday my dad was released from St. Vincent's, where they thought he was stable enough to go home. We were only home for about an hour in Columbus when he started to have numbness in his arms and chest pain. Of course my sister and I rushed him back to the hospital, where we found out he now has pneumonia. Despite all of this, he is still the same positive, spunky Spitfire self, just as you can imagine from the video above. He wants to again thank you all for the support and love you have shown him and us during this extremely difficult time. I have read him so many of your guys' comments, and he is so overwhelmed with joy. He is getting rest and I promise to take the best care of him. He is the true definition of a fighter and defines strength like no other. He loves you all so much. He always says without his supporters he's nothing." Again, if you guys want to donate to Mark's GoFundMe to help out with medical bills, it'll be the first link in the description.
What's up, everybody? Mark the Hammer Coleman here. Feeling a little rough today, but we'll be all right because I'm still sober. Sober's cool, kind of one day. United States Lieutenants. Love you guys. I gotta get training. They won't let me out of my bed.
Hammer House is for life.
Jose Aldo makes his return to the UFC at UFC 301 in Brazil. Aldo will be fighting Jonathan Martinez. Aldo's last fight in the UFC was in August of 2022, where he lost a unanimous decision to Merab Dvalishvili. Darren Till wants to fight Mike Perry, however not in bare knuckle. Darren says that there's a boxing match between the two in the works, and if it goes past one round, Darren says he'll be disappointed.
I know I've got a lot of time left to go back and attack that one. As I say, I've left on good terms with the UFC. I'm on good terms with all the other organisations as well. So there's a lot of options for me out there. Obviously, the big one for me is the Perry fight, you know, the Mike Perry.
Yeah, bare knuckle is he now?
He's bare knuckle, he's been on an absolute roll, he's been...
Seen him flatten Luke Rockhold, which you didn't think would happen.
He's been staunching everyone, so he's there doing that. I'm here doing my boxing. I've said openly to him, I said, listen, I'm not going to fight you bare knuckle, not because I'm scared, just I don't feel like at this age I should be me body and my hands.
Well, your modelling contracts will be gone, lad.
Yeah, so, like, that ain't the avenue for me. If it was further down the road and then they want to go back to UFC and stuff like that, say, let's do bare knuckle, but I don't want to do that right now.
I always think that when I see the lads in the bare knuckle, you're at like the last dance.
Yeah, as I said to him as well, with me and him have had FaceTime calls and I've said, mate, you're taking too much punishment, like, you're gonna be like, I don't care, I'm tough, which he is, but I feel like when me and him fight with the gloves on, which I reckon's gonna be this year in the next few months, it's getting sorted now.
Like as a boxing match?
Yeah, as a boxing match, yeah. You know, the negotiations are ongoing now, so I think if it goes past one round, this is just me saying, if it goes past round with him, I'm going to be disappointed. I do feel like I'm going to knock him out.
Sean O'Malley mocks Chito Vera. O'Malley posted this to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "Exclusive sit-down interview with Chito."
What's up, guys? It's the Sugar Show, and I got a special guest for you. Exclusive interview with the one, the only Chito Vera. So, here we are sitting down with Chito. Really, I'm surprised you're sitting down with me, honestly, just because of the whooping I gave you. Like, how did you take that knee, buddy? Next question, okay. So the first fight clearly was a fluke. You have 0 first-round finishes, and somehow you finished me in the first round. Do you still think that was a finish? No? Okay, good. What else? The grease, the hair. So I'm just curious, I know you tweeted that you think that because I greased my hair it helped me win. I'm curious to what position did that greasy hair, and how did you even come to the conclusion the hair was greasy? You didn't even get close enough to smell my hair, you know what I mean? Like,
Daniel Cormier breaks down why Islam is even more dangerous than Khabib.
Well, he did it to Khabib, almost got it, but you know what was weird?
Yeah.
Dana came out a couple weeks ago and said that when he talked to Dustin after the fight, he said he was freaking out, or it was Dustin or Conor, one of them was freaking out because they said they never thought another man could do that to them under Khabib because of his strength and his control in the way that he manipulated you on the ground. I think Makhachev possesses a lot of those same type of qualities, very similar when he gets you on the ground, but because he's a better striker, I feel he's even more dangerous than Khabib was during his prime. But I believe that this is the fight. I believe that that fight card, the only reason it feels like it doesn't happen is because that is the fight card that Conor and Chandler.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Do you put this one on top of the bill and you put that one, Chandler and Conor, right underneath them? I know Conor might throw a fit about that, but obviously that would be great for Makhachev and Poirier, and you make a kind of a super card essentially.
Ian Garry has issued a response to Colby Covington's call out earlier this week. Ian posted this to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "I'll respond in my own time." By the way, the comments are still disabled.
You got 24 hours to respond.
I'll respond in my own time. Don't rush me. Listen here, Colby Chaos Covington. You are in no position to tell me what I should be doing in life. You'll do as you're told. And down! You gave me 3 stipulations, all of which had nothing to do about fighting, but we're all talking about my wife.
Layla, get on your hands and knees and beg.
I don't know how you were raised, but women aren't property and my wife definitely ain't no trophy. You should be focusing on me. I'm the one who's in that octagon with you. I'm the one who's gonna punch a hole in your head. So stop swerving me and keep Layla's name out your mouth.
How many of you guys have Ian Garry's wife?
You're not America's favorite fighter. What you are is a peak underperformer. You're the only person in UFC history to lose 3 world title fights, and you haven't got a single win against anybody in the top 15 right now. So Colby, why should I fight you? I can think of one reason. I challenge you to an I quit match where one of us has to say, I quit. I quit. And whoever says the words I quit has to retire. Gloves off, center of the octagon, sayonara, my friend. I'm going to be the final chapter in your legacy of failure. I am going to rid the UFC of Colby Covington for good. And I'm going to make MMA great again.
So the MMA community was not too impressed with this response, to say the least. To read off the top replies on X, Ian Garry thought this was cold, huh? Ian Garry might have just gave us the lamest response of all time. Ian Garry is like an 11-year-old boy who tries to act like a big tough grown-up. Colby's call out was cringe, but I'm used to it. I didn't think it was possible to respond and make it more cringe. Machado responds when his handler says he can. How is this guy more cringe than Colby and Cejudo combined? One of the worst rebuttals I've seen. Clearly his handler came up with this. Worst response in UFC history. That was cringe. Well, there goes that opportunity. Bro Prop took 14 takes just for a 5-second response, and Colby might eat him alive in the presser. What do you guys think of Ian's response? Post your opinions in the comments. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. In reference to the Mike Tyson training footage, the first one says, "I hope Tyson flatlines Jake." The second one's from Tumas Vane. It's in reference to the Korean Zombie saying that he'd like to fight again, but his chin is gone. It's his first time I ever hear a fighter say my chin is gone. What a legend just for admitting that. And the final one's from Casual TW10. It says, "Jones couldn't let Aspinall get too close." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.